You're not really ready until you're safe. Summer safely and drive calm.
Are you interested in an exciting career with great benefits? Medley Pharmacy is hiring in Ogden, Utah for call center representatives and pharmacy technicians. Be a part of the fastest growing digital pharmacy in the U.S. that's looking to change the healthcare industry as we know it. Jobs with Medley have great advantages like a 401k, paid time off, gym reimbursements, and even medical, dental, and vision insurance. Candidates of all backgrounds will be considered. For more information, visit medley.com/careers today. That's medley.com/careers.
Dave and Dujanovic.
It's a mess in Afghanistan. The U.S. Embassy in Kabul now urging Americans to shelter in place. There's a crush of Americans at the airport to get out of there. We know that the president is on his way back to the White House. It's about time to address the nation on this. He should be addressing the nation in about 3.5 hours or so from now. But let's talk about where our congressional delegation has fallen on the withdrawal. To withdraw or not to withdraw?
Yes, and Debbie, the withdrawal was always going to happen, right? We weren't permanently going to stay in Afghanistan, but to see it collapse, to see all our hard work over the last 20 years, the trillions of dollars, about $2 trillion that we spent on this war, to see them lose the entire country in a matter of days, to see all your hard work, all the money, all the sacrifice, all the lives evaporate in days is so shocking and infuriating. How we there's no way we can accept this, right?
No. That's why we need answers for the president. It was just last month, President Biden said this, Dave, about our troop withdrawal.
There's going to be no circumstance where you see people being lifted off the roof of a embassy of the United States from Afghanistan. It is not at all comfortable. Except
that's exactly what has happened. We've had to evacuate the U.S. Embassy. We've taken everybody we can to the Kabul airport that has been completely overrun it's chaos.
Your son wasn't born.
Correct.
When we went to war in Afghanistan to root out Al-Qaeda. It all began in 2001. I remember looking at my son. He was, 4 years old at the time. And I thought, I don't know if this will be still going on when you're old enough to go to war. But lo and behold, it's still going on. I mean, we're talking, this just happened, right after the 9/11 attacks, Dave. And then President George W. Bush made the announcement.
We will not waver. We will not tire. We will not falter. And we will not fail. Peace and freedom will prevail.
Fast forward to 2021, President Biden steps up. He makes this commitment to have all U.S. troops out of that country by the 20-year mark of the Twin Towers falling and the terrorist attacks on this country.
I'm now the fourth United States president to preside over American troop presence in Afghanistan. 2 Republicans, 2 Democrats. I will not pass this responsibility on to a fifth.
Okay. Now we got a big mess on our hands. We've got a big mess on our hands. We're going to have that conversation in an hour and 20 minutes with Representative Blake Moore to ask him what now for the United States. Do not miss that conversation with him. Where does our congressional delegation stand on this? Let's start with Representative Chris Stewart. He was all in, Dave. He was on our show. He was all in on getting those troops out of Afghanistan. And in fact, he released a statement. Let me just read part of it. After 20 years of sacrificing blood and treasure toward a mission in which we no longer know what success even looks like, we built a government that collapsed in mere days. And he's also criticized the Biden administration. The ongoing catastrophe in Afghanistan was entirely avoidable and is a blatant failure of leadership, both by President Biden and the Pentagon. Well, President Trump signed the deal to get the troops out of there.
Yes, and this is the complaint. And even those that have supported withdrawal, which is Representative Stewart and Representative Burgess Owens, They're saying there was a better way to do it. We did it too quickly. We didn't make it systematic enough. We put a deadline, and we were going to make that deadline no matter what.
It's great to say that now. Okay, say that now in a statement. We called Representative Chris Stewart's office this morning, asked for an interview. He's not available today. We're going to try to pursue that throughout the week here to get him on the show to ask him, okay, well, where were you when the president was pulling the troops out? What was your recommendation to the president? Maybe he had one. Maybe it went in the round file. We need to ask him that. What about Representative John Curtis? I saw he sent an email to the station this weekend about this. He also blamed President Biden. Biden's disastrous moves in Afghanistan have not only severe consequences for Afghanis, but weaken America's credibility. Oh, yeah. It's a big old stain now.
Yeah, and Representative Curtis met with Afghan leaders just months ago, and they had expressed their gratitude for the role that the United States had played. But those very leaders are the ones that just turned tail and ran as soon as the Taliban ended up on their doorsteps.
Senator Mitt Romney, he was very vocal earlier this year saying we need to leave troops there. Yeah. But it was only a few thousand troops, which didn't seem very impressive. But obviously they were the ones holding the finger and the dam.
Yeah. And I was reading from the Wall Street Journal, the reason that just a few thousand Americans worked is because they could immediately call on U.S. air support to help defend any sort of attack. As soon as that was removed, then that's why Afghanistan fell so quickly.
Our continuing coverage on the situation in Afghanistan in the 11 o'clock hour.